Hey, hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I'm Mr. Babble, and I am back with a new game, Detective Grimoire. Grimoire. Okay, that's silly at this point. Headphones, strongly recommended. Okay, I'm wearing them. Bing bong, bing bong. Finally getting back to being back to my roots. Well, I guess my roots are playing older games from my childhood. By that I mean being the adventure games guy. Specifically, the amusing/comedy adventure games guy. Starring Edward Jong as Grimoire. Heck yeah!
2025 last night. A murder occurred in a remote part of this swamp. A small tourist attraction, deep within the heart of the Martian.
Hold on. A tourist attraction? Here?
Excuse me.
I don't get it. Why would anyone come here by choice?
I've explained this already. This area is famous.
Famous. All I read was that some idiot thought they saw an alien here 100 years ago.
Get your facts straight for once. We're talking about a creature that's lived in the swamp for over 60 years.
Okay, so it's a 60-year-old alien. I still don't see why it matters.
If it matters to anyone, it's you. That creature is our prime suspect.
The murder suspect?
That's right. This is no Loch Ness monster. You need to be taking this seriously.
No, look, come on. How am I supposed to arrest something that might not exist?
You've always enjoyed a challenge before. You can start by reading this.
Our case file? There's not a lot of it, is there?
As usual, we only know the bare essentials at this point.
Richard Remington, founder of the tourist attraction Boggy's Bog, was found dead outside his office at 20:45 last night. So, 8:45. Exact cause of death unknown. 3 small wounds to the chest suggest an attack from a clawed creature. Slime from around the wound and footprints suggest the creature was Boggy, the legendary swamp creature. Any of the 7 other people present in the swamp last night could hold vital information. Okay. Boggy does not look overly menacing, nor does he have claws.
Our murder victim, Richard Remington, he was in charge of this, tourist attraction. Boggy's Bog? What a name.
Boggy is the name of our creature. Well, nowadays it is.
You mean that stupid cartoon character? I've heard of him. That thing is our murder suspect?
There's more to Boggy than the cartoon character, I promise you. This is the place it all began. You'll find out soon enough.
Okay, how about we, after this, we go question Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and Bugs Bunny. A swamp full of secrets.
Your case file is in the top right. You can look at your clues and suspect profiles in here.
Thank you.
When you've collected some, of course. I'll stay and guard our boat, so if you're confused, come back here and I'll help you.
All right.
A simple wooden dock. Looks like it can just about hold my weight.
Just about is not something I want to be dealing with.
That must be the entrance to Boggy's Bog.
I may need a tutorial. I'm not figuring out how to move.
That's where I can switch to walk mode with the button in the bottom right.
Thank you.
And if I'm feeling confident, I can turn off those sparkly hit icons in the options menu.
Nah, I'll keep those on for now, at least. Okay, that's... Who's that? Hello?
Wow, you didn't get lost yet.
No, I only just got here. Who are you?
You don't remember. Of course, you're not great at remembering. I should be offended, though.
You're that weird girl from the fairground?
You're that weird girl from the fairground.
Is there a
Saw
previous
your
game?
hat blow through here already. You must be slow, if it wouldn't even wait for you.
Well, if you'll let me, I'd better go after it. You can wait here and behave.
You'll get lost. I would never forgive myself if I let you go through without the map.
You have a map of the swamp?
Not anymore. I'm giving it to you.
You should really stay here. It's dangerous. There's been a murder. Although I suppose you know all about it already?
They're saying it was the creature, but it can't be him. He doesn't seem like a killing sort of creature.
Nor does he have claws.
He's a different sort of creature.
Wait, what do you mean? If you... she disappeared.
No, she didn't.
I might pretend I imagined her.
Oh, yes, she did.
Is an opportunity for a photographic memento. The two characters are an explorer and Boggy himself. Are they... fighting?
I think they're hugging, dummy.
Is an opportunity...
Oh, okay. I got different things before.
Is an old statue of Boggy. His feet are hidden in a bucket of murky water.
Can I have his bucket?
Is an old statue...
Nope.
Just an odd old tree. I still don't quite understand why we have a tourist attraction here. Don't forget to use walk mode to move around.
I'm exploring and looking and figuring things out, dingus. But I think that's everything.
Just my luck, the gate's closed. Looks like I can move these metal latches around. I should just have to slide at least one of them out of the bottom of the lock. Then I'll be able to get through this gate. Probably.
Okay. The heck? Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so I'm gonna have to move them both so I have enough slack.
I still don't forget.
Yeah, yes, thank you.
It's an old statue. Just my...
Yes,
Then
thank
I'll be...
you.
Probably.
Why are they playing the old Beetlejuice cartoon theme? Oh, this is not easy to control.
Hey, nice. I might get one of these from my office.
Why? If anybody can just...
This is the tourist attraction? The whole thing just doesn't make sense to me.
Hey, not everybody has a Disneyland budget, dude.
Let's do some thinking. Drag any two stray thoughts into those slots at the bottom, and flick through the connecting statements in between to make a sentence. Tap the confirm button to try it out. I just have to focus my thoughts and reach a conclusion. Boggy's Bog seems like the middle of nowhere.
Okay. The tourist attraction is too remote to make any money. It's too remote for... The swamp is too remote for the tourist attraction to make any money.
The swamp is far too remote for the tourist attraction to make any money. It's really bugging me.
It's a swamp. It's no doubt full of mosquitoes and
What's the
stuff.
story behind this place? Apparently, there's a museum to the left and a cafe to the right. I'm not hungry, though. This place is putting me off food. There's a hollow part of the tree right at the front, but it's too dark to see inside.
Okay. Mr. Remington, I haven't met this guy yet. What the hell? Why is he on my weird clues list?
Note to self, don't fall in.
Okay, wouldn't that be true of falling in most...
It's a fork in the road. How non-linear.
Two choices is nothing to brag about, dude. That's not a museum.
These flower petals seem a little out of place, lying on the ground over there.
Okay.
A rather prominent tree stump looming over the wooden pathway. It's hard to ignore.
You're hard to ignore. Wow, this museum is far
There's a
away.
narrow path here leading up that hill and through the trees. It doesn't look inviting. I'm not sure it's part of the tourist attraction.
It has steps.
Rocks sitting in the water like stepping stones. If that was a natural occurrence, it's a very convenient one.
Yes.
I should visit the crime scene before I do anything else. I think Officer James said it was to the west.
Oh, okay. Oh, how non-linear. Blah, 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 blah.
So, this is where they found Remington's body.
Richard Remington. Oh, he's the murder victim. Okay. Richard Remington found another destruction body found outside. We've seen. This is literally. I've already seen this.
There's an open window above Remington's body. One of the curtains is ripped and hanging on the outside. There's an open window.
I thought I could look at the window specific. What is this? Ah, fast travel.
I can't get in here without a key. And I don't feel like kicking the door down.
Or you're too much of a wuss.
Maybe if I get desperate later on. The strange footprints stop right by these reeds. Maybe I should take a closer look. Maybe I can move some of them out of the way.
This is not a puzzle.
Strange.
Oops. What did he say? I wasn't expecting words to pop up there. But, fake footprints. Yeah, that's...
The strange footprints stop. Maybe I should...
Crap. It advanced for me. It didn't tell me what to do. I mean, I didn't even misclick. I was just clicking to move the last read, and it popped up without it.
I can make...
Okay, fine. I visited the crime scene. Hey, who are you guys?
Some suspects. Let's get this investigation started.
Suspects rather rarely carry a huge camera around.
All right, let's see. Another suspect for my notebook.
That's a little rude.
No, I'm sorry. Did I say that bit out loud?
Maybe not. Maybe I can hear your thoughts.
So would you be able to answer my questions before I asked you?
Would you be able to question my answers before I tell you?
I could try.
I'm Bobby Burl, professional cameraman. Pleased to meet you.
I'm Detective Grimoire. I'm here to investigate last night's murder. Obviously.
Grimoire. Strange. Is that your first name?
It's my 23rd name, but it's the one I like best. Detective.
It's my second name. Detective is my first name.
Alright. Your job.
So you already told me what you do, but now, why would a cameraman be working here?
I go where I'm needed. Vincent wanted to come to the swamp, and I was happy to help.
Vincent Vanderpeer. You mean that man standing on that rock over there?
That's right. I've worked with him for many years.
Is he your boss?
Oh, I don't know about that. We work together. He's tried to film here before, but he never got permission until about a week ago.
Oh, really?
Who
But
from?
why did you want to come here in the first place?
If you're looking for a reason to write down in your notebook, I'm sure he can tell you if you ask him. I'm just the guy who carries around the camera.
You always carry that camera with you?
Most of the time.
Last night.
You were here yesterday, I presume? Last night?
Yes, I was.
Oh, so they're
Here,
not
in this
for the-
clearing?
No, I was over at the cafe getting something to eat. Richard Remington was there too.
Remington? You saw him last night? Just before the murder?
That's right, I saw him. He left the cafe looking rather ill. I offered to help, but he just wanted to go back to his office. He looked like he had a lot on his mind.
He was ill yesterday?
Perhaps it was something he ate.
Okay. I don't have any... What, the footprints? There we go.
What is it? Some evidence from last night's murder?
I'll try talking to the other guy.
Yes, do you have a message for me?
No. I don't think so.
Then why are you here? I'm incredibly busy.
You don't look it. Who are you, anyway?
What a question. You're serious? I am Vincent Vanderpeer,
The famous movie director?
the artist, the visionary, the auteur.
You look like
I'm
an
a
escaped
man of
Shakespearean
many
actor.
talents.
In costume. What's up? You have a talented questions. Very talented beard, at least.
That is a very talented beard you've got, at least.
You're in my light. Could you take a few steps back, please?
But then I'll be too far away to talk to you.
I know.
Can anyone just walk in here and start filming?
Only recently got permission from Richard Remington to film here in the swamp.
Vincent Van de Peer only recently got permission from Richard Remington to film here in the swamp. I wonder if Mr. Van de Peer has been breaking rules. Or maybe he'll have an excuse.
What rules? He recently got permission. You said it yourself. Challenge.
I heard this isn't the first time you've tried to film here.
Where? In the swamp? What are you talking about?
Remington has denied you the filming permission in the past.
Oh, that? Nothing but the natural process of being in a profession like mine. Every situation simply requires the right approach before the gears start turning smoothly. You understand, I'm sure.
Why did Remington not want you filming here? And why did he change his mind?
It wasn't even up to him. This area is protected, you know. There are certain rules, certain regulations. I encounter this kind of thing all the time, really.
That doesn't explain why he changed his tune. It's a little suspicious.
Why would you say that?
A famous movie director suddenly gets his way. I wonder how that happened. Time to use my notebook. Just drag an item onto the paper to draw the idea.
This may be a game that I should... This may be a game I need to play through
Right.
before going in.
That's the one.
So far, I'm doing okay.
I think you bribed Remington to get the filming rights.
Well, bribe is a strong word. It was just a little arrangement between friends. Nothing worth getting upset about. I simply promised him a cut of my next movie's profits. It made sense, since he owned the area anyway. Just a favor for a favor.
So you would have owed him money.
Only a small percentage, simply out of courtesy. And not for a long time, either.
This is all standard. None of this is overly suspicious.
What's a famous guy like you doing in a place like this?
Quite. I'm sure you're thinking, why doesn't he send an assistant? But that's not the way this director works.
But what are you doing?
I'm feeling, I'm experiencing, I'm discovering. This area, the history, the atmosphere, it's the perfect setting for my next film. I'm on a scouting mission to get to know this swamp before I begin work on the latest masterpiece in a string of masterpieces.
You're making a movie about Boggy? About the swamp creature?
Of course. He's a fascinating individual, isn't he? So mysterious.
No idea. I haven't met him yet. Is that your cameraman over there?
Yes, that's right. Bobby Burl, my faithful right-hand man. Well, faithful enough, you know.
No, I don't know.
He's an expert cameraman. Really knows his trade, of course. But he gets a bit muddled when it comes to priorities.
Like how? You mean he's lazy? He doesn't look lazy. He looks a bit scary.
Oh no, nothing of the sort. He just has a little hobby that sometimes distracts him from his work. But I wouldn't want anyone else shooting for me.
I thought he was a mafia goon at first.
Were you working yesterday? Here in the swamp, I mean?
Indeed I was working. Very hard indeed. Well into the night.
Hard work, is it? Getting to know the swamp?
You jest. But yesterday I was getting even more involved than usual. Yes, difficult to comprehend, I know.
So what kind of work were you doing?
Well, I was, unable to find my faithful cameraman last night. He had hidden himself quite completely from view.
Bobby Burl, right? Did you need him to film for you?
Always. But being a resourceful type of man, I stepped up and took on the responsibility myself. I was filming in this exact area, in fact.
You were filming? Last night? Here?
Yes, at the time of the murder, I believe. But wait, I know what you're thinking. Now, don't forget, I'm not here to shoot some experimental documentary. I have no interest in late-night surveillance footage.
Did you see anything at all? What is it you were filming?
The water. I was filming the water. It's a fascinating subject, one that has me captivated to the point where
So, you didn't see anything useful? Got excited there for a minute.
Nothing useful to you, my good detective. But there are some odd sounds on the audio track. Nothing but wild animals going about their nighttime rituals, I'm sure.
Is there something I should ask the cameraman? Vincent Van de Peer doesn't explain why Bobby Burrell was nowhere to be found last night.
There we go, that makes sense.
Ooh, that's nearly right.
Is it a lie?
Vincent Van de Peer lied to me because Bobby Burrell was nowhere to be found last night.
He told me that.
Vincent Van de Peer
There we go. There's
told
a
me
dingle
that
dingle of
Bobby
successful
Burrell
choice.
was nowhere to be found last night. Simple enough. What was Mr. Burrell doing last night that meant he couldn't help out his boss?
Eating in the cafe.
I heard this isn't the first
No, I've
time
already
you've
done
tried to
this. Hold
film
on.
here.
Where? In the... I don't know if it's any use to you at all. I'll film again tonight and try to get a version without all those bizarre noises in the background.
Noises, you say?
Ah, yes. The reason we're all here, of course.
Not me.
Isn't he your prime suspect?
Well, officially, yeah, but I mean...
What an amazing creature! No one has seen him for 60 years and he still manages to get accused of murder. Incredible! If you want an autograph, a plain sheet of paper will suffice, thank you.
Footage recorded last night. The audio track. Listen to them in order. That's the docks. That's the murder. That's a shot. That's the curtain. Interesting. Very interesting.
I don't think it's a window, but this hatch is shut at the moment. I can't see inside.
Well, it's still a window. It's just...
This side of the museum is surrounded by blue and red flowers.
We saw those blue flower petals all over the place.
That museum is quite a nice building, which makes it look even more out of place in a swamp. Is it being held up on wooden supports? It's bizarre. I don't think it's a window, but
No.
I don't think
Okay,
it's
so
this.
it's the flowers in the window are one request, one search.
That museum is which makes is it?
Bite me.
The door's jammed unless I can get these brass handles out of the way. Seems like I can rotate them around, just until the gap in the middle is clear. That top hat guy would have so struggled with this one.
Top hat guy?
I'd better take a look at this.
Yes, let's look. Let's examine.
This journal, it's full of drawings and notes all about Boggy. It seems to be the centerpiece of the entire museum.
Journal recorded 60 years ago by an explorer who visited the swamp. The only record of Boggy existing contains notes and sketches of the creature, of the appearance of the swamp creature. Boggy is shown with 3 small claws on each arm. Okay, maybe he does have claws, but the cartoon version was the only one I'd seen up till now did not. Boggy's feet almost always in the water. Page ripped from the back. Interesting.
Let's see here. This journal belonged to the explorer, who first discovered Boggy in this swamp 60 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Models of Boggy's claws. Hold on. What's this? Something doesn't seem right. I think I should try arranging these models into pairs. Something seems out of place.
Okay, so far the puzzles are nothing to really worry over.
I don't think... It looks like someone tried to hide them here.
I'm clicking ahead on Reflex, sorry. I don't think they're part of the exhibit. Looks like someone tried to hide them here. Alright. These slippers are not part of the museum exhibit, that's for sure.
There's a little door in the wall here. I think it leads outside. It's locked, though.
So
what?
Let me guess, you don't work here, do you? I wonder if that makes you the first tourist I've seen today.
you're incorrect, detective. I am no mere tourist.
How did you know I was a detective? Was it my stylish trench coat? My sensitive, inquisitive manner?
It was the clueless expression on your face.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's the one.
Right. That's it. You've done it now. What's your name?
I go by Folder. Agent Folder. What are you doing?
I'm writing in my diary. It's been a long day.
I'm writing in my diary. It's been a long day. So, if you're not a tourist, and you don't work here...
I am a scholar, an academic. I'm here to research the past and uncover the future.
I thought you called yourself an agent.
You're visiting the museum. For fun.
Fun! Oh, there's nothing so simple as fun to be had here. I come to this museum night and day to study its secrets.
Ah, what kind of secrets? It's just a museum about Boggy, right? The swamp creature.
He's one of the most intriguing modern examples of cryptozoology. A fascinating combination of scientific fact and wild speculation.
I'm with you on the speculation front. Although, come to think of it, people have been hinting that I should find out about the history of this creature.
A wise suggestion. And you've come to the right person. My knowledge far exceeds anyone else you might have met so far.
So, you'll help me?
I suppose I could divulge some of my findings with you, if you're in the mood for a little light reading. Let me find it for you. Oh yeah, this'll do. Something for beginners at least.
He reminds me of Sheldon from My Life as a Teenage Robot. Boggy's swamp became protected and a protector after reports of hunting in the area. His appearance has changed from the original sketches, which has 3 claws in each arm. The modern character has fin-like arms instead to make him less threatening. No footprints were recorded in the journal, but some experts believe the information is out there.
So, Mr. Folder.
Agent Folder.
Yeah, were you here yesterday? What were you doing last night?
I was here, in the museum, going through my files one final time before disappearing into the night.
Don't museums usually close in the evenings?
They do. I've never been one to worry about other people's schedules. I come and go as I please. There's a key
So you broke
to
in.
every lock, detective.
Breaking and entering.
So you have the key to the museum?
Of course I don't. Why would you think that?
Well,
Once again, that clueless expression. I use a lockpick and get in through the small side door. I have a right to be here, you see. Remington has no business locking me out, so I don't let him.
You just admitted to breaking the law.
Yeah.
If everyone did that, my job would be a lot easier.
It's not my best lockpick. This new one's cheap. I used to own one, a superior model. Unfortunately, I misplaced it in one of the darker corners of the swamp, so I doubt...
I'm writing down your confession about sneaking around here at night.
And what are you gonna do? Report me to Remington? Good luck, my friend.
I might have a Ouija board. You don't know that.
The real swamp creature had claws. 3 on each hand, to be precise. But why does the costume just have these pathetic fins instead? I have no interest in something like that. Obviously.
Oh, okay. Flippers.
Guesswork. Nobody can know what Boggy's feet look like. It's his greatest secret. An important piece of the puzzle. This journal is a key to unlocking the history of this place.
Alright. What do you think about the director guy?
If I cared about that person, I would know everything I need to know already.
Boggy!
Are you asking about the cartoon character? Because I have no interest in such childish matters.
No, I think I'm asking about the actual creature. What's the difference anyway?
Everything! The man was a fool. That's all you need to know.
Alright.
There's a little door in the wall.
Locked. Alright. Wait a minute.
Some educational facts about swamps.
Oh.
Did you know swamps are gross? Yes? Yes, I did.
I doubt it says that.
It's a poster from the old Boggy cartoon show. Boggy playing the piano. He's having a grand old time.
That's not a grand piano.
Boggy, he's having... It's a poster from the old Boggy cartoon show.
Okay.
Swamp Studios. Providing the best in swamp-based animated entertainment. Copyright MCM XXXIV. That'll be 1930, 1934? It's a poster.
How am I supposed to know what's a clue and what's just background? Oh well, hold on.
Apparently the museum was founded by the explorer many years ago.
Interesting.
In a different location. It's only recently been moved here to be part of the tourist attraction. That might explain why it looks so out of place. Apparently, this is the exact hat worn by the explorers 60 years ago.
Who cares?
It seems everyone is destined to lose a hat or two in this damn swamp. Some educational facts. Did you...
Alright. I think I've exhausted everything I can do here. Real quick, I want to see how long I've been recording. 30 minutes, that's more than enough. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like, comment, or subscribe. Or not, I'm not the boss of you. I'll be back with more video. Thank you very much.